few weeks, America. It's quite complex, like the levels and layers of the swamp up here. But we have persevered, and without going too much into the forces that we have overcome, and granted the fact it's not quite over yet, we have to get Mike Johnson elected on the House floor tomorrow. But we have maintained our focus and our faith, America. We have not given up. So I'm asking you, not give up. Believe in the future of our country, our anointed, beautiful America. Just can't give you, I don't have the words to express my love and dedication to you, America. Hang in there. Hang in there, man. Glorious days are coming. I'll keep you posted up here. Oh.
All right. How's everybody doing? Hi, Naomi, Dale, Barbara, Denari, Barbara, Dixon Grandma, Lori Hayden, Tammy Green, Annette Park. Welcome, everybody. So it's rainy. We're waiting on tents to show up so we can get them put up. But we're here. A little windy, a little rainy. Great stuff. Great stuff. Hi, Jackie. Hi, Jen, over on Facebook. Yes, I see a lot going on there, Dixon Grandma, the whole United Nations stuff. I've seen a lot of stuff today that's really a little bit scary, just to be honest. Hi, Linda, Walleye. Hi, Yvette. So people have been saying that they've been seeing United Nations vehicles, places here and there. How do we know that these people they're shipping over here and paying don't already work for the United Nations guys, and they're just getting everybody in place before they try to do whatever it is they're getting ready to try to do? I don't know that, but it's very scary to think about. My Facebook, at Denari, I have a David Valentine Facebook, and I have two groups called Freedom Express Media, and I have two pages called Freedom Express Media. It's very confusing, but I'm sure Naomi would be happy to share the links to you, if you would, Naomi. Hi, Sherry Thomas, Ohio Light. Yeah, I seen they kicked the Israeli ambassador out of the United Nations. I don't know when it was, the last couple days or whatever. So it's really scary what's going on. It's really scary what's taking place. Kicking the Israeli ambassador out of the United Nations. They made him leave. We've got vehicles with UN on them in the United States. We've got military-aged men coming across our borders like crazy. They're flying them in from other countries. What is really happening? It makes you wonder. Chicago you're going to be able to become a police officer in Illinois as an illegal immigrant. So we're going to have illegal immigrants policing us. At least Illinois is. Hi, Carol. New 6,000 caravans. Yeah, they're at the southern border of Mexico, headed this way. 6,000 more. Hello, Mom. Love you. Can somebody post the Facebook group links? And I need to go over there and share that out. It's hard to do with holding umbrellas, but let's see what I can do here. We all live in a yellow submarine, a yellow submarine. Let's see. Alright, so there's that. I'm going to share that to on my profile. Yeah. Copy the link. Copy link. We had quite a few jump on Facebook yesterday, so I'm going to do it the same way I did yesterday. Okay, so there's that. I don't know. We're the only ones here, Trooper. We're the only ones here.
Oh, they will just have their own.
If we're having our own, we can do it from anywhere. Alright, I'm just getting this shared out over here on Facebook, guys. Share one more time to a page. Alright, we should be at Alright, we should all be shared. We should be shared out on Facebook. That should be done over there. Alright. Hi, Carol Gates Miller. Hi, Jen Griffith. Welcome, everybody. Alright, we're all shared out. I need to share out on Twitter. Oh, let's see, who is that? I don't know if you're on here now, Gilbert, but thank you so much for that that gift send go. Thank you. I don't know if I missed that last night, or I appreciate that a lot. Thank you so much. Hi, Linda Jones, Marlene McRae, welcome. Gator Girl, Senna B. Angelina. Welcome everybody. Priscilla Victor. I'm going to share one of the Facebook links. That should help you get over there to the Facebook group. Anybody there on I just posted a Facebook link there, guys, if you want to jump in on the Facebook stuff. There we go.
You're right there, Dwight.
Alright, I'm going to help Dwight get this thing put up here. Okay, there we go. You go your way.
You got it all locked in?
All right. Mm-hmm.
Not a minute too soon.
Should be good. There we go. Okay. Stay up. Or not. Okay, that worked. Huh. Very interesting. There we go. That umbrella is not going to hold up forever. Let's just do it like that. There we go.
Got my new water running.
Get a new watermark?
Oh,
nice.
Powerhouse Patriot and Raccoon, Iron, Angel Girl, Coyote. Got my new watermark up there too.
IKB.
For that. I used it today for
Hi Dana.
text.
Lou Maldonado. Welcome, welcome.
Hi Rosalie, hi Sharon, hi Terry.
Leo.
Hi
Deb for
Rebecca.
freedom. Oh. Was you trying to? Who was you trying to get in touch with, Deb? Did I miss something? I'm looking.
Hi Jane. Hi,
Hi
Sherry.
Always Timmy Skoraski. Oh.
Hi Rodney.
I haven't seen Tammy yet.
I haven't seen any of them yet. Hi Linda. Hi Yvette.
No, and I can't go back further to see the chat, so I don't know what you were trying to say. But hello, Mags. Hi, Sino. Boxer Heather.
You know Max is on David's stream. You need to go to Max's getter and sign up.
Censor Tammy to give to the appropriate people.
So we can make it a #1 seller. Hi,
Quagman,
Terry.
censor Tammy to give to the appropriate people. Okay, Deb. I don't really know what that is or what that's about, but okay. I trust you. The wind is a little strong. Oh, you're welcome. I don't know. I'm totally confused on that whole conversation, but you're welcome and thank you. My item did arrive. Awesome, Dana. We'll go over it tomorrow. We'll call each other and kind of go over some stuff if you want.
Hi, Yogi.
I just don't want to... did everything arrive okay? In good shape?
I guess I got Cora. Hi. Hi, Grandma.
Hi, Wyoming girl. I didn't get a chance to put a plastic bag on your stuff, so I hope nothing got wet, but I usually put everything in a plastic bag, but I was not able to do that with your stuff, Dana. So I'm hoping nothing got wet while it was in shipping. I'm just waiting to see what you got to say, but you're not answering, Dana. Everything show up okay, Dana? Hi, Tammy Mundy. How you doing? I think Dana's not listening to me. Are you listening to me, Dana? Or do you got your volume turned down? Okay, yes, thank you. Thank you, Dana.
All right.
You brought chili?
Flow. Nice catch.
I caught you guys.
I know. I'm like, good luck, everyone. Thank you.
Your camera's not really working there, Trooper. No matter where I move it, it's the same thing. It's froze.
Uh-oh.
I'll let him fix that. I don't...
Not on this. Nothing good. Oh, you must have got
your picture's frozen. I don't know really why, but
Hi, Rebecca.
I don't want to mess with it. Maybe he knows. I caught it, but your picture's frozen for some reason. They're still talking. I don't know what that's about. Hi, DS. Yes, get Biden and Harris out of office. I've got heavy coats, but it's not cold out. It's just raining, so. Hi, Truly Canadian. Thank you for subbing.
It's silly out here. We're talking about it.
Hi, Wyoming girl. I said that once already. You got a double dose. It all arrived good. Thank you, Dana. Good, good, good. I was just hoping it didn't get wet somehow. That's all I was worried about. Kind of lay all that stuff out and let it get flat. Maybe set something on it or something. Squeegee it all out before, you know, before we try to put it on anything. Texas girl said it's cold out, David. Oh, wow. She probably doesn't have all the clothes on that I have on, I guess, maybe. You guys know I come dressed prepared always.
Hi, Donna Ray. We're back. The thing froze up for some reason.
Epic Times had a great article on boiling a couple hours ago. I'll have to check that out.
Hi, Deb Frito.
Thank you for letting us know, KB. Hi, Debbie Robinson.
Well, we'll forgive you this one time, Lily.
Hi, Marlene, my Sergeant Major bride. Most people came back. Check out my new lottery.
Yes, Gilbert. Yes, I just mentioned that. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I've seen that on Give, Send, Go. Thank you so much. It means a lot. Did it freeze again?
High Tina, high sky.
You're good. Hi, Wendy. And thank you so much, Gilbert. We all live in a yellow submarine. I'll get that out of my
I
head.
thought they set stuff up.
Repost article on the Epic Times. So many do not speak her name. I will repost it, Carol. I don't have it at my fingertips at the moment. But yes, when I get a chance to find that, let me see if I can find it. Let's see if I can find it real quick. Or if one of the mods can find it and post it, that would be awesome. But I do know that you have to have a subscription with Epic Times also, guys. Which I do.
That's like a whole different. Hi, Ricky, if you remember, it's all over.
I think it's only like $1 or something. It's not very much, but yeah, I know a lot of times that I honestly don't remember how much it is. Hi, how are you doing?
I'm doing good.
Hi, Katie.
Will you come?
Roseanne.
Good morning.
I learned over the time.
Oh, you got a headline, you just can't finish. So you already found it? I haven't even found it yet. There it is. Oh, thank you, Angelina, for that so much. Thank you, Mom. Thank you, Angelina and Ma. Yep, it is inside the house where it is warm and flat. I will reach out tomorrow. Let me know what time is good for you. The only thing is I meet with a client for test fit. Whenever, Dana. Anytime tomorrow. Hi, Judy.
Cold, you need a coat? I got a nice warm jacket. No. No, it's David.
Wow. This is here, I'll read a little bit of this to you guys. 33 months after their daughter Roseanne Boylan's tragic death at the U.S. Capitol on January 6, 2021, Brett and Cheryl Boylan feel new pain every time a media outlet publishes the false claim that their daughter died of a drug overdose. On October 12th, a prominent national newspaper wrote that Ms. Boylan died of what was determined to be a methamphetamine overdose. Within a day, that claim spread all over the internet, even appearing as a snippet on the website of the Merriam-Webster Dictionary under the word die. A week later, the newspaper corrected the error, but the family said the damage was done. Again, the article brought to the surface new pain for the Boylans, whose daughter died in Washington at age 34 after collapsing in the lower West Paris tunnel. News outlets have routinely claimed that Ms. Boylan died of a drug overdose. In April 2021, a popular news website headline blared Capitol rioter Roseanne Boylan died of a drug overdose, not trampling. The same day, a prominent news magazine stated that Ms. Boylan died as a result of drug overdose. The British tabloid used the same wordage in its coverage. The official cause of death was listed as amphetamine toxicity from her prescription medication Adderall. The manner of death was an accident. The Boylans challenged the amphetamine finding, eventually hiring an independent forensic pathologist who said Ms. Boylan most likely died of compressional asphyxia, not from Adderall or illegal drugs. Getting anyone to listen has been a never-ending battle. We knew from the early morning of January 7th that somehow the cause of death would be listed as drug-related. Cheryl Boylan told the Epic Times both the medical examiner's office and the detective said to expect a fentanyl overdose. We told them that was impossible, but they continued to insist on it. The fentanyl theory was due to the presence of fluid in Miss Boylan's lungs. According to a Jan 7, 2021 Metropolitan Police Department report, the theory was wrong, as toxicology tests would prove a few months later. Miss Boylan didn't use fentanyl or street drugs. She had battled addiction earlier in her life, but had been clean and sober for 5 years when the January 6, 2021 overdose accusations began. For anyone like Roseanne or their family members who helped fight through addiction battles for years, to be falsely reported as dying of an overdose is about the worst slap in the face anyone could get. Mr. Boylan told the Epic Times to take it a step further and to see a lot of journalists say she died of a meth overdose is an even worse slap in the face. Adderall is used to treat attention deficit hyperactivity disorder. Ms. Boylan had taken the medication for 10 years without complications, her parents said. The stimulant is made up of 4 amphetamine salts. I'm not going to go over that part. Yeah, this is a good article. I will share this link, but you guys, if you don't have the Epic Times,
Hi, Cindy.
yeah, so that's a good article to share with people whenever they say that she died of an overdose. That's bullcrap. The lie. It's the lie of the left, and it's a shame her family has to continue to hear that all the time. Down in line, that would be set free. Hi, Summer Blossom. Hi, Kathy Gilman. Hi, Wild One. What he's done for me. Hi, Mary McDonald. Hi, Peace. Worthy is a king, gone to the grave. Not 6 a.m. No, Dana. Not 6 a.m. No. I will not be up. Well, you're 6 a.m. I might be close to being up. But let's shoot for more like your 10 o'clock. To the grave. Or your 9 o'clock. Or your... Yeah, your 9 o'clock would be okay. Or your 8 o'clock would be okay. Yeah, you're exactly right. Julie Jordan, it was a tragedy that did not have to happen. So basically she was shot in the face first with a rubber bullet, apparently. And then she got trampled when the Capitol Police pushed a crowd of people down a set of steps. I don't know what they thought was going to happen when you push a crowd of people down a set of steps, but they're going to fall down backwards, land on top of each other, and then they're not going to be able to get out from underneath each other. That should have never happened like that. Those cops should not have been pushing like that. It should have never happened that way. Period. lay down your life, he will be set free.
There is the man who missed the license. There's your own.
Hello. Testing. Is it working?
It's
It was what almost died Dwight.
Come on, y'all, let's get some juice in. I'm cold.
Our Father in heaven, He is worthy of our praise, worthy of our trust, and worthy of just our love for Him, because He loved us first. Father, we just raise up every J6s, every Patriots across the land, that you see what is happening, that you will remember what we are doing here is also worthy of your name. May your name be lifted up for all the people to see that you remain in charge. You guide the destiny of this country. And America will rise again out of the darkness into the light, because you are the light. We thank you. We pray for all the people that are in need, that you provide for their needs, that you will bless them, and your mercy is sufficient. We thank you. We pray in Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, Miss Mickey is still out this evening, and she is on the mend. I feel a lot better. I think I'm on like the good side of my illness, so that's all good. We have a lot of bad things to talk about, so I'll just talk about the good stuff first. Mickey's on the mend. I feel much better. It has been a day, but we were at the courthouse today. We had to do some car issue things today. DC is a very interesting place because I was going to the DMV, which it was all my fault because I should have looked to see if they were open or closed, but it's Monday, the beginning of what I think a work week is, and DMV not open. So Tuesday through Friday, and it's just a funny thing to me. But I'll be back at it tomorrow. A lot going on in court today. We weren't in for Gross Jankowski. He had his trial, I think, back in July. I believe so. He's a deaf young man. He sent some really inflammatory, honestly, some very inflammatory texts to some people that were involved in his case, some law enforcement officers that were involved in his case. And the government, he's been waiting sentencing, and then the government asked him to come in today for a motion hearing, probably to remand him because of the text that he sent to, I believe it was his FBI agents on his case. And the Judge Friedman obviously remanded him, and when he did, this kid made a bolt for the door. And yeah, and I mean, and he's a big dude. He's a big kid. He's 34, I think, 35, in his early 30s anyway. But he's like 6'5", and he's like 250. So a big kid. It took 8 to 10 marshals and court officers to clear the courtroom and take that kid down. So I'm sure he'll be joining our Jan 6ers over here in CTF. He is deaf, so I'm not sure. I'm not sure how that works. I don't know.
I don't either.
So that is something that we need to be aware of, you know. Obviously, you know, I said the kid must have really had a break to contact officers within his own case. And, you know, the stress of fighting the sheer might of the United States government is, you know, people have killed themselves over this. And so, you know, I can only assume that this kid had a mental break. So hopefully they'll evaluate him and, you know, see, because that's not what, you know, people usually, when they understand they're going to be remanded, they know they can't run for the door. You know, you just can't. You're not going to get out of that building. So, and sending the text. So I hope they evaluate him, and, you know, I send all the best to him. I'm sure that was pretty traumatic. I could tell in the courtroom that I was in that something had happened in another courtroom because of the way the marshals were acting in that courtroom. So there were some other things that happened today, but I'm tired of hearing myself, so we'll listen to some music.
I just want to say I read that on the DC paper feed, and they said nothing about him being deaf at all.
Oh, really? No, he's deaf. He had to have a translator on Zoom.
His attorney wrote on the paper.
Scribbled on the paper because, yeah. Because
I read that on the DC feed, and they said nothing about him being deaf. The way they put it, he just got up and bolted.
Yeah, well, no, he definitely is. He is a deaf person. So I'm not sure how that's going to work for him going into the system. But, you know, he's not the first deaf person that's had to do it, so I'm sure there's a process.
Hi, Hilda. Oh, yeah, I don't know. Just saying, you know, so he got up and bolted.
You were the arm of God now. You were the arm of God now.
He didn't say anything.
They didn't have an interpreter. From what how I understood it, they did not have an interpreter in the courtroom with him, but she was on Zoom.
You were the arm of God now.
So, yeah.
They say to get it
That's
off
how I
your chest,
understood it.
get on your knees and just confess. Get on your knees and just be blessed. Hit them with these and you'll beat that test. But I'm bad at tests and I like to sin. 16 years old, I was hiding again. 30 years old, I was crying within. Man, why did I always try to fit in? Thinking of things that might come next. Thinking of drinking, drugs, and sex. Thinking about all my regrets. Thinking of these absurd requests to my wife and kids that are on the phone. They've been feeling all alone. They've been waiting day and night for the minute that daddy come rolling home. And I thought I could do it all by myself. Thought I could do it without God's help. Thought I could do it from the minute I was in it, but I didn't even know there was anybody else that felt the same way just like me. Help was on the way, you'll see. J-E-S-U-S was coming and he came in the name of G-O-D. I was watching over you through all your darkest days, so I could bring you to the light. Let you know that it was me. I got you. Good, so far to save. I remember every time that you curse my name. That J-E-S-U-S, you praise is the name that lets you know that you are saved now. Yes, you are saved now. The breaker of chains is here to stay now. I brought you through that house of pain. I strengthened you through suffering. I raised you up from your knees and I pulled you out from the devil. No, you never knew I was there for you. Never knew I was beside you. Every single second of every day. Every single second along the way. Watching you suffer and kill me. Till you get down upon your knees. Asking for me to enter your life. That was when I showed you my life. As long as you keep me safe. Never leave you, trust me. The armor of God is not heavy. Say this armor of God is not heavy. Christian soldier, you wear the armor of God now. You wear the armor of God now. Christian soldier, you wear the armor of God now. You wear the armor of God now. I got that armor of God on, I'll never take it off. Ephesians even got me focused on the cross. If it wasn't for the sacrifice, we would all be lost. I will ride with King Jesus because he chose to pay that cost. I will ride. I will ride with Messiah. You wear the armor of God now. You wear the armor of God now. I will ride. Christians ride with Messiah. You wear the armor of God now. You wear the armor of God now. I will ride. I will ride with Messiah. I wear the armor of God now. I wear the armor of God now.
Wear the armor of God now.
Have you been to Jesus for the cleansing power? Are you
Washed in the blood of the Lamb. Hi, Debbie Musi.
Are you fully trusting in His grace? Now are you washed in the blood of the Lamb? Are you washed in the blood?
Hi, Joe Ramley.
Lamb. Are your garments spotless? Are they white as snow? Are you washed in the blood of the Lamb? Are you walking daily by the Savior's side? Are you washed in the blood of the Lamb? Did you rest each moment in the crucified? Are you washed in the blood of the Lamb? Are you washed in the blood, in the soul cleansing blood of the Lamb? Are your garments spotless? Are they white as snow? Are you washed in the blood of the Lamb? You washed in the blood of the Lamb. Are they white as snow? Are they washed in the blood of the Lamb? Teacher Marissa, do you all know how to preserve grapes? You can live on half a grape a day to avoid dehydration and get nutrition. A half a grape a day? Wow, that's interesting. In the blood, in the soul cleansing blood of the Lamb. Are your garments spotless? Are they white as snow? Are you washed in the blood of the Lamb? Are your garments
If need be.
spotless? Are they white as snow? Are you washed in the blood of the Lamb?
Hey Roy Long, how you doing tonight?
Okay.
How we doing over on Getter tonight?
Hallelujah. In the presence of my enemies, I raise a hallelujah. Louder than the unbelief, I raise a hallelujah. My weapon is a melody. I raise a hallelujah. Heaven comes to life for me.
see in the middle of the storm. Louder and louder, we're gonna keep our praises warm. Up on the ocean, hey Knitter 2. Hey Ultra Sean. We are disgusted with the fake Biden regime, but that's every night. Other than that, we're here. Gotcha. Thank you, Ultra Sean. Thank you, Knitter 2. Thank you, everybody that may be over there on Getter that's not talking on the chat. You're more than welcome and invited to join together and chat and hang out. Make sure you please like it, share it out. Whatever platform you're on, please like it and share it out. Make sure you hit your notifications so you know when we go live. Subscribe on all the different platforms if you can, please. That helps us build the channel and reach more people. In the middle of the storm, louder and louder, we're gonna keep our praises warm. Up on the ashes, over the night, nothing can see it, the King is alive. Thank you, Angelina, for that super chat challenge. She said, let's pay for some gas for David. Thank you. Thank you, Angelina. I can't get it to go away now. In the middle of the storm, oh goodness. Oh, to the light, I can see it, she is alive. Hi Lisa McNeely over on Facebook, welcome, thank you guys. We turn the clock back 1 hour this coming weekend. Thank you for that, Dale Bailey. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Hi Tamara, Root. How are you doing tonight?
We've been reading this kid's name. We didn't even have to until today. At least now we have to know how to say it.
Rothschild, is it? There's an R in there?
Maybe it's costume. don't know, I haven't seen it in a while. So.
Yeah, there's no R, at least not on our list.
Gosh, Jankowski.
Okay. Interesting. Hello, Miles. Pardon.
He was just very nice.
It's unfortunate. I mean, I don't know where he thought he was going to go.
I don't know. I mean, that's why there has to be something else going on, like something else is happening. Because you know that you're not going to get outside of the house. Even if you make it outside of the courtroom, you're not going to get outside of the house.
Or DC.
You would not make it out of the courtroom. Like, I can't imagine how that would transpire.
Thank you, Miles.
That would be different because, security.
Yeah, they let people in and out there. Especially if you're not supposed to.
Exactly. Oh, you're not supposed to be here? Come right in.
Come on in.
We got us another one. Call the squad. Bring on raid.
Right? Hello, Andy M. over there on Getter. Thank you for being here. Thank you guys for sharing this out. I'm doing good, Tamara. Doing good.
So, you're probably wondering where Matt is and why he isn't calling, and the reason is because he's been told not to by his attorney until he actually has his sentencing, which is, something that can happen because they don't want to take any chances of saying anything that could get them in more trouble, and we don't want to get them in trouble for sure. So we probably won't hear from him again until he has his sentencing. But we are going to hear from Matt Brew, or Mark Brew in just a couple minutes.
Right.
So stay tuned.
That's fine, you're like a new person all the time.
Gosh, Jankowski. Here, I'll find it for you.
Okay, so there's just so much that goes on in Jan 6 world, and it just seems to bleed over everywhere. And I truly and honestly, the FBI is against us, and they are everywhere. And I'm going to tell you the story, not even the story. I'm going to tell you what I heard today in court from these people from this man from Kentucky named Randolph, his last name, and so he is on the same indictment with Ryan Samsel and James Grant, Paul Johnson, Blythe. And so they're all on there. Surprising, like we said, they're all around Ray Epps, but Ray Epps is not on their indictment.
So great.
So, but that's not, I'm just reminding you. So, anyway, so this kid, or this man, he's a young man, he's in his early 30s. He was at January 6th. He is there at when they first go over the first barriers and everything. Not a violent, not charged with any violence or anything. Did not go in the Capitol. And so FBI agent, funny, I can remember the name so easy. Casey Jones was testifying, and I know, right? I was like, Casey Jones is coming down the track. So I knew I would remember Special Agent Jones's name. So she's up there testifying, and they had surveilled. Before she was investigating Mr. Forgot his name, Randolph from Kentucky. She worked with child violent crimes. That's what she was investigating before, but she was taken off that so she could investigate Mr. Randolph, who lived with his girlfriend, and these are very normal, nowhere Kentucky people, just like I'm from nowhere Texas. And simple people. And she goes, we surveilled him and we watched him at his home, and we saw him occasionally go to his job at the Marathon gas station, and we watched him do that for about 5 days. And then they sent in 2 undercovers to his gas station where he works as a cashier, and male and female. Of course, they're not there to testify because they're undercover agents going into his place of business, acting like they're customers. And they begin, the male undercover asked him, do you know where a gun range is? And this guy says, there's one over at so-and-so, but it's not that big. And I mean, he's just talking like a normal, gas station attendant guy, good old boy. And, yeah. And then they go on and they're talking about lottery tickets. About 15 minutes into the conversation, he says, is there any land for sale around here? The price of living in Virginia is just outrageous. So is there any land? Oh yeah, there's land all over. And he's telling him stories of this and this land over here or whatever. And then the woman goes, I lived in D.C. and the price of living there is outrageous. And he goes, oh, D.C.? Yeah, when I went there, I was there on January 6th. And she goes, oh, you were there? That was crazy. And then he goes in and he's telling them about seeing the barricades. And he actually then says to them on recording, yeah, I saw a man die right in front of me after being sprayed with some kind of spray. And I thought, man, I need to get out of here. Okay, well, 20 minutes into the conversation, now they have Mr. Randolph, and he has no idea. First of all, this guy would have just gone in and the FBI could have said, sir, we need to question you about you being at January 6th. That's all that would have needed to happen. But instead, they did a pre-dawn raid on him 5 days after they were in his place of work, acting like they were customers, to find out that he was there on January 6th. You can't trust anything. The FBI is everywhere. They are there. Over and over again, we sit in these courtrooms and, undercover this, undercover that. We have a paid informant here. And, you can't trust anybody. I'm here to tell you that the government's already infiltrated the American people. They're already there. The quicker we get our mind around it, that they are at our place of work, they're at our place of worship, they are at our school board meetings, they are probably, I know they're out here somewhere, they're everywhere. You cannot trust that the government is not watching you. And they watch them. They did a pre-dawn raid on Mr. Randolph's home where he lived with his girlfriend, her name's Lori, real sweet girl. And he has no social media. He had no text messages to speak of any kind because they shared a cell phone. So there was and that's the only person he really communicated with, other than being a primary caregiver for her grandmother also, who had passed away the day before they did the pre-dawn raid into these kids' house. And without any regard, and that they knew it. That they knew that family had suffered that trauma because they had been surveilling them for about 2 weeks. So they knew. And they still went in and did it the way they did it. They did not go and ask him, sir, we have questions to ask you about January 6th. He would have gone in. There was no reason for that show of force. The United States government, the FBI, is against you. We need to understand this, and, we need to prepare.
Thank you, Nicole.
Welcome.
Hello.
Hey, how's it going?
Hey, Mark, how are you doing?
Oh, I'm doing okay. Still grinding at the wheel. I got my guys working. Trying to get documents drafted. Got a little bit of time before sentencing January 8th, so I'm trying to make good with the time as much as I can and get as much done as I can before I can't no more.
All right. Well, I know who I'm talking to, but do you want to let everybody out on live stream know who you are?
Yeah, my name is Mark Anthony Brew. I've done a couple of podcasts about international law, about our country here, the United States. I was present at the Capitol January 6th, 2021. It was an obvious usurp of power that was going on, and so knowing the law and knowing our duty as Americans, we had an absolute duty to stop the steal and interrupt. And also, I would like to just point out, to tell you how ridiculous this whole thing is, attacking January 6ers and stuff like that, and putting them away for longer than murderers and all this other stuff, is that I looked up the word filibuster, and guess what it says? To obstruct. So, obstruction ain't that big of a deal. That's the power of the media for you.
Right. Well, you know, they say over and over again, the peaceful transfer of power is part of the fabric of our democracy, and it was in danger that day. Right? That's what they said.
Yeah. Well, you know, that transfer of power was a fraudulent transfer.
Right.
So the premise of it, you know, it didn't qualify for a unpeaceful transfer. I mean, it was a fraudulent transfer to begin with, so it's kind of a moot point to sit there and try to qualify it as a riot, you know.
Right.
You know, it's trying to interrupt the transfer of power. But you know, I don't think people really understand that, or I don't think people really know that there was 3 different entities vying for power that day. The UN had 21 cars at the Capitol building, so I wonder how much their involvement was, you know, and everything on the back end of things. And the reason why they think that they have a stake in the game in the United States is because of the 1945 Foreign Immunities Act. So that's the reason why they were there.
Wow. Yeah, I did not know that about the UN. I learned something new about J6 every day.
There's a journalist in Idaho who broke that story originally, and I don't think it ever got picked up really by anything major, but she was there with a press pass, so she got to witness it firsthand.
Wow. Yeah, there's a lot of, I think, video evidence that eventually will come out that I think a lot of people will find interesting. I know that there's a lot of stuff that I found very interesting that I had no idea took place on that day until I saw the video.
Yeah, well, I thought it was very interesting, and it would be an interesting you know, research to do for those that are in law to try to explain and break it down for people why some of the J6ers or why many of the J6ers are going through a bankruptcy court.
Right. Yeah, I mean, it does seem that the goal is to break you in every way.
Yeah, you know, they created a liability with people to get them into court, and it's you know, the courts since about 1970 have all been unlawful. So I don't, you know, to try to convince a political class that they need to unravel their whole system in which they've learned how to make money off of, the hard sell.
Right. Well, yeah, because they all have a hand in the pie. They all have a hand in the cookie jar to get their cookies. And, you know, if you take those cookies away, then how are they going to get their sweets?
Well, they learned the games to Scrabble, became Scrabble pros, and now now we're saying that, you know, now we're showing that the rules are actually different, and they don't know those rules. So.
Well, I mean, the rule is supposed to be honor and integrity, and the fact that we have politicians, almost all of our politicians don't know about honor or integrity. It's a pretty sad state of affairs.
Yeah, apparently that's all relative. But yeah, it's a sad affair. A lot of us, you know, who were present at the Capitol on that day, January 6th, 2021, were really, we were really hit very hard to make sure to try to make examples out of that. If you're American and you think you're free and you want to try to exercise that, boy, you're going to find out something different.
Right.
And you're going to realize the level of discipline that you really are.
Well, and we hear all the time that these are sentences of deterrence, and we know that it's not to deter you guys from ever speaking out. Again, it's to deter other people from ever speaking up. So,
absolutely.
And it does have a chilling effect when you see people being deplatformed. They can't use banks, they can't rent cars, they can't use card processing companies. Their businesses lose all their accounts, so on and so forth, and that's before they ever pay an attorney. Then they are fiscally broken by these attorneys, and then they're found guilty on all accounts anyway. And they're made out to be monsters and inhumane and just worse than murders. Actual terrorists. I've heard people say that January 6th was worse than Pearl Harbor. January 6th was worse than 9/11. And I'm like, you gotta be shitting me. Like, wait, what? That is staggeringly untrue. And such a gross thing to say. Thousands of people died at Pearl Harbor. Thousands of people died on 9/11. And not that the 4 people that died that day aren't as important or, anything as anybody that died in those other catastrophes, but these 4 people were killed by police officers. They didn't just die because somebody attacked us. They died because the police officers were negligent and they murdered 4 people that day. And that's, a whole nother conversation.
Yeah, well, I would really like to highlight that the former Sergeant at Arms of the Capitol Police gave an interview to Tucker Carlson, his 15th episode, and I think he posted it on Twitter, and he came right out and said that normally when these things happen, there's a chatter of information talking about possible threats and information gathering about any sort of rally or protest and things like that from intelligence agencies. And they said that the whole middle management of the intelligence agencies and the State Department were dead silent.
Yeah.
Now, that is a red flag that cannot be overlooked. We literally had, what they're charging or what they're accusing us of being insurrectionists. We actually have that being acted out within our government. The people that are in position are actually insurrectionists.
Absolutely.
And subverting the will of the people with that phony certification of an election. And I call it a selection. It definitely was an election. It wasn't an election.
Well, we've seen so much evidence of, election tampering and fraud. At this point, I don't know how anybody could say that was a fair and free election. I just don't know how anybody could make that argument and keep a straight face.
No, you sure can't. There's definitely some things within election policy that that it would do all of us well, every state, to re-examine and take a look at how those things can happen and how judges can dismiss those cases without further review. There's been some shocking things, I think, that have been proven through case law about our country, and the difference between what the politicians are selling us as a free, constitutional nation, and what we really have in place. So, some people think that it's parts of the system that are corrupt. It's the entire thing. And so, the opportunity we have is not to is not to, sit there and go, woe is me, everything's wrong. The opportunity is that now we have a brand new slate. If we can go back to the drawing board, so to speak, and readdress the law, we could actually put our country back in chain of title and become a legitimate country, like Vladimir Putin said a month going into Ukraine. All legitimate countries or nations will be recognized. So I think that was really important. We should be a legitimate nation and learn how to learn how that works. Even if it goes back to states being nations. I'd rather have 50 nations than just one single central nation, to be honest with you.
Right. Well, we lost the Civil War, so we don't have states' rights.
Yeah, right. Yeah. But that's all stuff that should be addressed. Certainly our military should have some awareness of the breakdown of civil government that we have, and what needs to happen to put things in trust until a civil government can be established. I think that is a key process in which Americans should wonder where that's at.
Absolutely.
Stuff like that.
Do you have family or children, Mark? Would you like to say hi to anybody, or?
I'm sorry, say again?
Do you have children or a family or a spouse that we'd like to say hi to?
Yeah, I would. I'd love to say hello to my aunt Marjo, my uncle Dennis, Sophie, and my father and mother, Diane and Jack, and they're all on West Coast time. So.
You have. Do you have a Gibson Go, Mark?
What's that?
Do you have a Gibson Go?
Yes, I have a Gibson Go. In fact, I just had a little article, profile, whatever, uploaded to Gateway Pundit yesterday or day before yesterday that has the GoFundMe link. The Gibson Go link. And that Gibson Go link is J6_politically_persecuted.
All right. What is your booking number before we get hung up on?
My booking number is 386519.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much for calling us, and we will hear from you again soon.
Absolutely, and thank you for all the support. I love. Thank you for using me.
Ah, I knew she was coming. I knew it was going to be close. But anyway, another person that I wanted to talk about real quick is Reed Christensen. He wrote the book Save the Kid, and he doesn't necessarily need help financially, because his family does support him and take care of him in that way. But anybody that would like to could send him a card or a letter. That would be really awesome, because all of our J6ers need to know that they're not alone through this very trying time. And he's an elderly man, so he, I think, is having, time is really hard to do no matter how old you are, but it gets harder the older you get. So I'll just say that.
Hi, USA girl. Hi, Dora, man. Hi, Carrie.
I'm running for your heart. I'm running for your heart. Here I am, a soul on fire. I'm running for your way. I'm waiting for the day when I am a soul on fire. I am a soul on fire. fire. Lord, I'm waiting for your way. I'm waiting for the day. Daggone it. She got me.
Hello.
Hello.
How you doing, Chris?
I'm alright. How are you guys?
We're doing good. We're staying dry.
That's it. Last day of the of normal warm weather. It's about to switch over. I was told.
Yeah, I heard it was going to get wintry around here, which I'm not really looking forward to because I cannot stand being cold. So.
Well, that's why you moved to Texas.
Well, I've been in Texas my whole life, and every time I went someplace that got really cold, I just went back home.
That's it.
So,
So
that's my
first,
track record.
I'd like to thank everyone for doing the call to action. I was told a bunch of people. My parents are in the DR right now, having a mini vacation. So I wanted to say thank you to everyone calling up about my knee. They keep on saying that my grievances that I put in are not emergencies. They say, oh, well, yeah, but you were seen 15 days or 18, 19 days later, you were seen, and oh, now a knee brace has been ordered, well, and an MRI has been ordered, but we're waiting on confirmation. No, listen, it's been 30 days. It's crazy.
Right.
Like, this is absolutely insane. So they don't want to admit, and that they, dropped the ball, and they did. But today I would like to ask people if they can put out the call to action, because yesterday, actually for 3 weeks now, the kiosk where we order commissary has been messed up. And last week they brought us down to another pod, and like on Sunday they brought us down to another pod and had everyone order commissary on this other pod, and then they brought us back up. This week they refused to do that, so I don't think I have commissary in. I know about 90% of the pod doesn't have commissary in, but we asked the PO, on Sunday. We said, listen, dude, everyone keeps on telling us, oh, next shift. Now it's Sunday. It's 6 o'clock. It's 7 o'clock. We got 3 hours. We got to get down there, bring us down in 2 shifts or in two groups, so we can order commissary. Or they're supposed to pass around pieces of paper, and then we're supposed to fill them out and then hand them in. Neither of that was done. Supposedly the guy called down. The white shirts refused to come and let us order commissary, or refused to let us come in and order commissary. They say that they're short-staffed, and that's because everyone's in training. I believe everyone's in training due to, whether it's a coincidence or not, I'm still saying that everyone's in training because a lot of things have come to light, especially with me going on the Vigil for the past 2.5 weeks and showing, bringing these things to light, and other people bringing some things to light. Or it's just a coincidence. I don't know, but it seems that everyone's in training, so everyone's short-staffed. They have denied Billy Pressman today or yesterday go do his PSR report. They denied him to go to court last month because of a COVID reason. They denied myself, which everyone knows about, my lawyer visit. They denied my co-defendant, Capuccio, a video visit with his lawyer because of COVID, as much sense as that makes. And they denied McAfee something. He just walked away, but they denied him something as well, saying that they were short-staffed and they couldn't do it because the two people were out that were the only two people that were in the day that were certify someone or do something of the matter. We're both out, and that was the excuse that he gave. And Matt used to be a CEO. He goes, what kind of ass backwards place do you run in here? That first thing, you only have two people that can move an individual. And second, why would you ever let them out on leave at the same time? Like, that should be an automatic thing right there, Like, something should pop up in the computer, like, hey, no, this person is denied because, this person has already asked for bail or whatever. Or not bail, but, for leave. So, I mean, there's still a lot of rights that are being denied. I know they're going to say commissary is a privilege, not a right. Well, it's a privilege, but it's given to everyone unless you lose that privilege. No one here lost that privilege by getting written up or anything like that. Right now I'm looking at two screens. One is black, with some writing on it, and it's basically neither of them work for commentary. The same thing, and this is not.
You're breaking up a little bit.
So let me know if we're good now.
We're better now.
The only thing that we do in the J6 community here in the Gulag is we bring things to life. We were talking to some gentlemen over across the way at C2B or C3B, and they said that their kiosk was down for 3-4 weeks, and they had to they were eventually brought to another pod. Like we were, to use the commissary, or to use the commissary kiosk. So the difference between them and us is, they buck. And by buck, I mean, they won't walk in, they'll scream at the guards, do this, they'll do that. They'll go the whole 9 yards. We do that, and, we're treated completely different. They'll do that and they'll get what they want. I mean, plain and simple, the rules are, in this jail especially, the rules are, hey, let me speak to a white shirt. If someone says that, the CO says, is it something that I can help you with? That's rule number 1. No, it's not anything that you can help me with unless you can bring us down to the next, to another pod to do our commentary. Well, I can't do that because I have to stay here. And I don't have permission to move you. It takes a sergeant, it takes, a white shirt, whatever it is. Okay, well then I need a white shirt. Okay, well, one will be there, one will be here shortly. We asked for a white shirt 6, 7 o'clock. We asked for a white shirt for the previous 2, 3, 4 days. We asked for, we asked supervisors, we asked sergeants, we asked white shirts, that we needed to get moved down there again. And, we didn't care if it was done on Sunday. We didn't care because of you guys, we have commissary that's delivered, or commissary funds that are delivered, and it's usually not the day before. So we didn't care even if it was Sunday. We started asking them on Tuesday, because Monday we did have a kiosk that worked partly, and then Tuesday completely shut down. So, a lot of people didn't get their stuff in on Monday. They wait until Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday until they run out of some things or get low on other things, and then they file it in. So we have been asking for a white shirt or to get moved down to a pod from Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. All of a sudden Sunday comes around and we're out of time. So this is not why didn't you ask before kind of a thing. Because I know that's what the jail thing said. We had been asking, we've been, this is 2-3 weeks in the process. But again, it's not a big deal for these jails to say, oh, well, it's no big deal. It's no big deal. It's not an emergency. It's not this. It's not that. Listen, we are not your prisoners. Okay? We are You are a subcontractor of the marshal. So you sign a contract with the marshal. They have us at a totally different level as anyone else. They get a lot of money for us every day because that's how DC works. They work the system, and as much money as they can, they get for us. Because we're the same as any MS-13 or Al-Qaeda member or anything like that as far as the government, which is ridiculous. But that's the truth about it. So
Hey,
we should
Chris.
be getting,
Chris,
Yep.
this is Helena. So, I was looking
Hi,
at,
Helena.
hi, honey. I was looking at where all the courtrooms are today when you walk in through security to go to the courthouse. And I happened to glance down in the bottom right corner, and I noticed that the U.S. Marshal's office is at the courthouse. So I think I'm just going to make a trip in there tomorrow and then file and launch a complaint so we can make sure that you get that knee brace, and also they start, doing something about fixing the commissary situation.
That'd be great. I appreciate it. I mean, don't make any special trips, but if you're there, that'd be great. Again, it's not just us. It's, we know for a fact just because we happen, we happen to be talking to the people next door, and they said, oh, yeah, that happens to us too. It happens to everyone. The only difference in between us and them is we have a voice out there because of you guys, and, they don't. That's why they hate us here so much. It's not even because, it's also because, we're Trump supporters. It's also because, we're white. But it's because we have a voice, and they absolutely hate it. So, this is just, it's an ongoing issue. So, again, I still don't have evidence.com. The FBI listens to this. The DA knows everything else. So if the DA ever brings up anything that I ever say on this in court, you just open the door. You open the door with everything else that I'm talking about. And I'm saying, well, then why didn't you do anything about this? Why didn't you do anything about this? Why didn't you do anything about the evidence.com that I've been talking on this vigil for 8 months now? Why are you still listening into the lawyer phone calls? You listen to the 44 phone calls that the jail admits to. Why were you listening into the why do you have internet hooked up to the computers? The laptops that are supposed to be for evidence only or for discovery only. Why are you listening in? Why do you have 20-something people on the lawyer-client privilege Zoom call, as all as administrators? So we can't even tell if they're or if they're looking at the meeting or not, because we're not an administrator. These are all things that need to be brought up. If there's any lawyers that have clients going through trial right now that are listening to this is all things that need to be brought up. I know that I brought them up to my lawyers, but we all know the story about my lawyers. So, they just don't care, or they don't think it's relevant, but it's all relevant. We have been absolutely denied our right to.
You have 1 minute remaining.
We've been denied our right to counsel. We've been denied our right to a speedy trial. We've been denied our right to the ability to set up a true defense in this jail. That's how it is. This jail has literally told me, no, you can't send anything in pro se. I've gone through great lengths not to let me not send anything in pro se. But the minute that I get a new lawyer, they say, oh, by the way, you have a new lawyer. We looked today. Why is that any of your damn business? It's not. Everything that you're doing is breaking the law. So that's why I use this platform and just the phone in general as a daily log. Thanks. I mean, it's an absolute daily log, and it all has to be looked at. So, guys, thank you very, very much. Thank you for your help. But if anyone can, that'd be great. Talk about the, again, freshmen. Thank you for using it.
So, an interesting fact about the commissary kiosk is that how it was fixed last week was internally through technical support who never came down and even touched the machine. So the technical support for these machines is in this building. There's absolutely no reason why, and they're here 24/7. 24/7. It's not even a 9-to-5 job.
Thanks for
So
that information.
it's not that they can't do it. It's that I guess they're just so busy that they won't do it. And they could easily walk down if it was like a hardware issue and change the hardware out because they're here in the building. But more than likely it's a software issue, which is fixed over the computer, can be done literally from anywhere in the world. So there's no true reason for these machines to not be working. One of the kiosks in their pod has not been working the entire time they've been there. And this other one was the secondary one, and that is the one that has stopped working in the last couple of weeks. So yes, please make phone calls about this because, our guys need to be able to eat. And even though they're only able to get vending machine food, it's much better than the slop that gets put on their plates. I mean, honestly, no.
Okay.
All right, so yesterday, we were talking about Trump went to trial today in Colorado for Section 3 of the 14th Amendment. And Officer Daniel Hodges testified today in that trial. And, he is one of the officers. I've seen him testify. He was in the tunnel, and he has a very... So he did testify about January 6th and how it rocked our democracy to its core and everything, but the issue so much with with Trump being prosecuted is that for this, it's for him staying off the ballot. If Colorado gets this, and there are a lot of organizations out there that are really organizing to call and make sure that January 6ers, anyone who has participated in January 6th, will never be allowed to hold office, according to this Section 3 of the 14th Amendment. And, they already did that with Couy Griffin in New Mexico. He was removed from serving in his state office, and they used this same precedent that they are using to go after Trump now. And Colorado will be one of many states that they're going to try to keep him off of the ballot. And, there's a lot of really good argument. And it's going to come down to, once again, as we know how law works now, is all down to the definition of how the word was used and was the word intended that way. So they are looking at defining what the word insurrection and rebellion means. So, they have all these different ways of going through all these different dictionaries. But there's an organization that is absolutely going after all Jan 6ers and making sure that they do not run for office or state office anywhere. It is called the 14.3 campaign. And what they do is that they have call to actions on their page. They have letters that you can send to contact your elected officials to ensure that anyone that was at January 6th will not hold any type of office in that state, in that county, anywhere. So these are things that are happening to us and to, President 45. And they're using all Jan 6ers to set this precedent in play to go after him, just like they used Section 3 of the 14th Amendment to get Couy Griffin out of office. Once they did that, they knew that they would be able to set this in play throughout all these states. And if they can keep Trump off the ballot, we are truly a banana republic when they are absolutely going after their political opponents. And yeah, they absolutely are.
Thank you, Nicole.
Write him in.
Hi, Isaac. You're live now. How are you? It's
I'm
Helena.
doing okay, guys. How are you doing? Hi, Helena. Good to talk with you. I hope you're doing good tonight.
I hope you
how's
are
the weather
doing
out there
good
for you
tonight.
guys? Is it chilly out there tonight? I know it's supposed to be getting cold here soon.
Yeah, it's a little chilly. It was raining earlier, but we've got the canopies up, so we're good. We've got all the live streamers out here. David and Stormtrooper, Rebecca, Nicole, me, Tammy are out here. What's going on? How are you?
I'm doing okay tonight. It's been a long day. It's been exciting, though. A couple of good things that I wanted to give you guys a heads up about. The first good amount of, I guess, good news that I was able to get today is that I was finally, because of you guys and Pastor Corey, who is a good guy from Michigan, my pastor down there in Michigan, had a lot of people in the church as well as the general and you guys making calls to the U.S. Marshals. I was able to get seen by the doctors today, and so that was very, very good. They did do a full evaluation, and they did a test on my arm. They determined that there is some issue with one of the nerves. I don't know how to pronounce the name of whatever the nerve is. It's like a really long, weird name, and I didn't write it down, so I really have no clue what it is. But they issued me some treatment that is supposed to be starting tomorrow. It's a nerve medication, I guess.
Tammy,
pill.
Mindy.
So hopefully that'll help. They did, like I said, a couple big tests today, and they did also replace the light switch in the jail, which I thought was really nice as well. They got that fixed, so nobody else is going to be zapped, and I'm okay. Again, I wasn't dying or nothing, but it was really bothering me. I just have had this tingling in my hand, and it still isn't fixed yet, but hopefully with the treatment it'll start to go away. And finally, because of the Patriots out there, I was able to get some help with that. So thank you guys for that. The second amount of news I got, it's kind of a little bit of good and bad. So as you guys know, I spoke about it in my letter to the Gateway Pundits. When I was 8 years old, I came forward against a child predator, and that man was charged. However, it all got swept under the rug. He ended up hurting 3 more people, come to find out. And so in 2020, not too long after I got emancipated, I refiled charges against the man. This is how I found out about the other 3 people. They ended up coming forward and filing as well. And because of that, we have been waiting for the trial for quite some time. This past July, maybe a couple, I don't know, maybe not even a month, honestly, before I got put in here, I had the trial for that guy, and the guy was found guilty on all counts for the 4 victims, for the rape and the molestation of me and multiple people, and today he had sentencing. It took a lot of work, but thanks to Condemned USA, I was able to be there by Zoom. Huge shout out to Steve Metcalf as well. They made sure that the jail and everyone was able to get me on there by Zoom to give my statement at his sentencing. And the man was sentenced to a mandatory minimum of 12 years in prison with a maximum of 50 years. And after 12 years is up, they will hold a hearing with the Department of Corrections to see if he'll be released. The judge also ordered mandatory life tether, GPS tether, as well as mandatory registry on the public sex offender registry. So that was a little bit of a win. That was me kind of going after the system. I was under DHS's care when I was being moved around to different foster homes and family members and placements. And throughout my time being shuffled around in there is when that had ended up happening. And so, like I said, it got swept under the rug, but I was able to get justice for that. And it was kind of a shot in the face to the system, letting them know that even though they didn't hear me when I came forward when I was younger, that I wasn't going to give up, and I kept pushing forward and speaking up, and the man was found guilty, and today he was sentenced, and that was a little bit of good news. I wish he would have got a lot more time, but again, he could spend up to the next 50 years, but he has a mandatory minimum of 12 years, so that's...
Well,
again,
I can imagine that this must kind of be a little bittersweet for you, because I know you tried to expose this man, and then you not being able to follow through with a few things gave him the ability to harm 3 other people. So there has to be some sort of, good feeling today for you that you were able to give that impact statement and,
well, it
see
was
this.
good, but he actually hurt some of these people before me as well. No. It wasn't really any of our fault. At the end of the day, I can't take the blame, and there's only one person to blame, and that is the guy who did it. But
of course.
But yes, I did. I was worried that he was going to hurt more people, and today I was able to tell him that he's not going to go to hurt anyone else. And I was also able to do probably the hardest part.
Isaac, you're breaking up a little bit.
The aliens are coming.
No, you're in a bad spot. You may have to move around a little bit.
I might have to call back.
There you go. Now I can hear you.
A little better? Okay. I said, the hardest thing to do that I was able to do today was to be able to tell the man that I do forgive him for what he did. And it's a really hard thing, but I felt led to do that. And so I'm glad I was able to do that. Not for him, but for myself, because it's like I need to do. So that was good news. And, being able to get the medical treatment was also some pretty good news. So I'm getting a little bit in a better position now. I had a lot of losses, but I've gotten a couple of wins now, so that's good to know. And it lets me know that God is still working, even when times are crazy and feels like everything's kind of coming at you at once. I got a couple of wins. So,
well, let me ask you.
Good.
I know that you called the general today, and you were asking him to help you out with getting some funds put on your commissary. Did that get taken care of? I'm sorry, your tablet.
Not quite yet, but
Isaac, you're breaking up again. I can't hear you. You're going to have to move around a little bit.
Okay. Is it a little bit better now?
Any of your response? Yes, okay. Go ahead.
Okay, that's better now? Okay. So I'm sorry, I'm on the tablet, so it does that.
It's okay.
I said, well, actually, originally, I was going to, I was going to send the general, I asked him if I could send him my card numbers so he could add some money from my card, but he told me, no, you get taken care of, so that was good. That was always nice to hear. I didn't have to use any of my own funding because I don't have very much of it, but yeah, he's going to make sure I'm taken care of. I'm sure he will.
All right. Well, I'll follow up with him to make sure. I didn't have an opportunity to speak to him yet. He just left me a message, so I'll make sure that we get that taken care of for you.
Yeah, thank you. And I just want to say too, I do want to clarify because, again, I'm not somebody who is going to put myself in the middle of the craziness, but I do want to address some truth on my part. So if people have any sort of, any sort of questions about me or what I stand for or what I do, please just stick with me. I've been told within the last night that I am a drifter and that I've raised almost $1 million. And I have no idea where this is coming from. So please, if you guys have any questions about the fundraising I've done for my legal bills,
can I borrow some
please
money?
get with me or Condemn USA. Trent Evans we have an official contract. He deals with all of my fundraising. He's helped me set up many of the interviews that I've done, and he oversees the Gives and Go and everything. So if anyone feels like I am drifting or taking any money, just please talk to me, or please talk with Condemned USA. I have no intention of ripping any of the Patriots off. I can't even afford my current legal bills, and Trent can vouch for that. He had to help me out of his own pocket. So they can definitely vouch that I didn't even have enough to pay my down payment. So I definitely don't have $1 million raised or anything even close to that. Right now I've raised a grand total of $28,000 on my Gifts and Go, which is actually really good. Again, a huge shout out to Condemned USA. It helped me a lot with that. And also a huge shout out to the Gateway Pundit. I've done 3 articles with them, and each one has helped me raise a good chunk of funding. This money has went to originally John Pierce and then to Stephen Metcalf. The money is not going into my own pocket. It's not getting spent on anything other than legal, and also the travel costs that it costed for me to get from Flint, Michigan down to DC, and then once I got to Texas, from Texas to DC. So I just wanted to clarify that. So if there's any rumors on that, people can just get with me. I know there's been a couple things that have went around. I don't want to even get into the details. I have no interest in fighting with anyone. But we really got to get along. We got to start being kind to each other and stop spreading stuff about each other. We're all in this fight together right now. We're all kind of in a pretty miserable situation. So we just need people to try to get along, please, at least for a little bit longer. Because I don't like being called a grifter. I know there is definitely people in this movement that have grifted off of us and off of our stories. I've been accused of now, like I said, within the last couple of days, this stuff has started. I've also been accused of lying about my story in foster care, and I've been told that it's all just a big hoax just to make money and make people feel sorry for me. The way I can address that is to first off, do not feel sorry for me. I became a warrior because of the battles that I faced. I don't even feel sorry for myself. Yes, I've had a very rough past, but it's all given me a purpose, and so I haven't lied.
You have 1 minute remaining.
I haven't lied about anything in the Gateway Pundit articles or any of that, so I just wanted to address that. And this is the last time I'm even going to talk about it. I didn't even want to say anything up here tonight because, again, this really isn't a platform for that, but I do feel it is important to make sure that people know the truth. And if they have any questions, I'm an open book. I will answer any questions that anyone has. And I just want to see us unite as a movement and get every single J6er out of this jail that is being held hostage by the Biden regime. The real enemy here is the devil and the Biden regime and the people that are persecuting innocent American citizens. So please stand up and pray for our country and pray that we will have unity and peace and that we can stand together and defeat these people. Pray for President Trump and for all of the J6 hostages. A huge shout out to the president.
Thank you for using.
Oh, I was about to say I'm going to pray for you too, Isaac. I am going to pray for you, Isaac. You know, Isaac is a kid. He just turned 21. He's been through a lot. I don't know what's going on in there, but he's right. We've really got to tamp all of this stuff down, and they've got to come together, and there's got to be some unity. There's got to be some handshaking, hugging it out, and just getting past all of this, because there's a lot going on in there, but there's a lot of love, concern, and people that really just want the best for all the Gen 6ers in that pod. So let's pray for everyone, because all of this division is not helping anybody.
Let's do roll call.
Let's do roll call.
The lives lost on January 6th. Ashley Babbitt, Roseanne Boylan, Kevin Greason, Benjamin Phillips. The following day, Officer Brian Sicknick. Rest in peace. Those that are detained: Justin Adams, Thomas Adams, John Andrews, Tommy Allen, Chris Alberts, Russell Alford, Noah Bacon, Edward Medallion, Daniel Ball, Thomas Ballard, Logan Barnhart, Richard Barnett, Pauline Bauer, Julio Bequero, Matthew Bedingfield, Luke Bender, Joe Biggs, Aidan Billiard, Joshua Black, Matthew Bledsoe, Eric O'Sheen, Kenneth Bonowitz, Brandon Bradshaw, Nicholas Brokoff, Larry Brock, Jeffrey Brown, Jeremy Brown, Mark Brew, Daniel Caldwell, William Calhoun, Jared Cantrell, Cale Clayton, Stephen Capuccio, Matthew Caspel, William Crestman, Reed Christensen, Eric Christie, Josiah Colt, Mason Corson, Eric Kramer, Bruno Quay, Matthew De Silva, Nicholas DiCarlo, Nathan DeGrave, David Dempsey, Lucas Denny, Robert Dennis, Timothy Disjordan, Michael Dickinson, Charles Donahoe, Joshua Doolin, Israel Easterday, Michael Eckerman, James Elliott, Daniel Eckfett, Robert Fairchild, Brandon Fellows, Kyle Fitzsimons, Mitchell Gardner, Robert Gieswein, Vincent Gillespie, Vitaly Gostjankowski, James Grant, Matthew Green, Tony Griffith, Joseph Hackett, Stacy Hager, Timothy Hale, Thomas Hammer, Kenneth Harrelson, Johnny Harris, Richard Harris, Joshua Haynes, Stephanie Hazelton, Donald Hazard, Albuquerque Head, Andrew Hernandez, Joshua Hernandez, Eric Herrera, Casey Hopkins, Joshua Hughes, Jared Hughes, Brian Jackson, Shane Jenkins, Douglas Jensen, Justin Jersey, Joshua Johnson, David Judd, Julian Cater, Matthew Kroll, Nicholas Langeran, Joshua Lawler, Kevin Lyons, Danian McAndrew, Marcus Malley, Christian Manley, Cody Mattis, James Malt, Christopher Maurer, Mario Merez, Mark Mazza, Ronald Maccabee, Patrick McCoffey, James McGrew, David Mahaffey, Sean McHugh, Jeffrey McKillop, Kelly Meggs, Jonathan Mellis, Rodney Millstreet, Matthew Ryan Miller, Jordan Mink, Robert Menuda, Catherine Morrison, David Marshall, Robert Morse, Christopher Moynihan, Jonathan Manafo, John Naisip, Marshall Neep, Daryl Neely, Kirsten Namilla, Gregory Nix, Ethan Nordine, Nicholas Ox, Grady Owens, Jason Owens, Joseph Padilla, Robert Palmer, Michael Perkins, Dominique Pizzola, Daniel Phipps, Michael Pomeroy, Mark Ponder, Sean Price, Joshua Pruitt, Mahalia Pryor, Anthony Puma, Chris Quaglin, Barry Ramey, Guy Reffitt, Zach Reel, Noriana Reiner, Stuart Rhodes, Howard Richardson, Thomas Robertson, Brittany Robinson, James Robinson, Linwood Robinson, Michael Roach, Jonathan Rockholt, Daniel Rodriguez, Greg Rubenacher, Jeffrey Sable, Ryan Samsel, Robert Sanford, Ronald Sandland, Salvador Sandoval, Zachariah Settler, Daniel Scott, Peter Schwartz, Christian Secor, Hunter Seafried, Kevin Seafried, Grayson Sherrill, Jeffrey Show, Owen Schroyer, Thomas Civic, Jeffrey Sills, Lynn Simon, Mikhail Sly, Charles Smith, Tommy Smith, Audrey Southard, Hatchet Speed, Peter Steger, Shelley Stalling, Davin Steiner, Tristan Stevens, John Strand, Andrew Taki, Enrique Torrio, Curtis Tate, George Tinney, Jacob Therez, Isaac Thomas, Devlin Thompson, Dustin Thompson, Edward Vallejo, Eric Scott Warner, Jessica Watkins, William Watson, Matthew Webler, Thomas Webster, Bradley Weeks, Jack Whitten, Anthony Williams, Riley Williams, Timothy Williams, Duke Wilson, Ricky Wilden, Shane Woods, Chris Worrell, John Wright, Isaac Yoder, Kyle Young, Angelina Svanamer. Those we've lost to suicides: Christopher Georgia, Matthew Perna, Mark Engst, and Jordan Meacham. Rest in peace. Now let's say her name. Ashley Babbitt.
Ashley Babbitt. Ashley Babbitt. Ashley Babbitt.
Woo! Ashley Babbitt, rest in peace. Ashley Babbitt, rest in peace. Ashley Babbitt, rest in peace. Ashley Babbitt, say her name. 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 Ashley Babbitt.
I'm screaming USA, Rito, real J6. She's a patriot who was let down by the system. I'm screaming for the fallen so nobody will forget them. Air Force veteran, wrapped in the Trump flag, it's Trump 24. You know we about to run it back. Nothing will stop us. We about to get it right. They can try and try, but the storm is here from dark to light. Never feel your pain, but just know your daughter's life won't be taken in vain. Shout out Sarah McAfee, yeah, I'm sending you straight. I hope they let your husband out of that prison today. Ashley served in Afghanistan, she served in Iraq, and she died for her country from a senseless attack. Yeah, we waited for justice, cause Ashley was innocent. Mainstream won't cover it, they all just from ignorant. If a white girl shot a black man, they would say that's different, but the story didn't fit the agenda they pitching. Rest in peace, Ashley Babbitt, we feeling your energy, say her name. Ashley Babbitt, the song for your memory.
The only time I went to is forever and
I'm so sorry that you had to go.
That's why I've never been back down.
Oh my gosh. Totally screwed you. I mean, okay, yeah, we can leave at like 1:30. Because it is it's 2 hours. Yeah. About 40 minutes out of town, there's like a really good gas station. And we can get good coffee.
Works for me. As I went down in the river to pray, studying about that good old way in New Shadow. The star in the ground, good Lord, show me the way. Oh, sister, let's go down, come on down. Oh, sister, let's go down in the river to pray. As I went down in the river to pray, studying about that good old way into Shawway. Rolling round, good Lord, show me the way. Oh, brother, let's go down, come on down. Come on, brother, let's go down in the river to pray. golden crown, good Lord, show me the way. Oh, Father, let's go down, come on down. Oh, Father, let's go down in the river to pray. As I went down in the river to pray, studying about that good old way, and who shall wear the golden crown, good Lord, show me the way. Oh, Father, let's go down, come on down, you wanna go down. Come on, brother, let's go down in the river to pray. As I went down in the river to pray, studying about that good old way, and who shall wear the star and crown, good Lord, show me the way. Oh, sinners, let's go down, come on down. Oh, sinners, let's go down in the river to pray. As I went down in the river to pray, studying about that good old way, and you shall wear the golden crown, good Lord, show me the way. All right. It's starting to get cold out tonight. I was fine earlier, but it's a little cold now.
Lately, USA is getting scarier. Half of the Americans I see all hate America. They hate the cops doing their best to take care of us and kneel for the flag and salt the soldiers that were burying. I'm tired of the fishing and complaining why you living in America if all you do is hate it. You think it's brave to take a stand against the nation.
I woke up this morning, the sun was shining, it was nice and warm.
What happened to Americans? Apparently no one's aware of cares that it's embarrassing. It's arrogant. Our greatest enemy was always slavery and terrorists, and now it's people in the country trying to burn the heritage. I can't help it, I just seem to see the world different.
What's for dinner? I don't know. I had some fettuccine chicken Alfredo earlier. It was really good.
If you don't like it, leave. We will not defund police. We don't want no riots in our neighborhoods or in the streets. We respect freedom of speech. We protect what we believe. We don't want nobody dead, so please do not tread on me. In
We got 7 minutes, guys. Share this out one last time. Let's get as many people as we can to stand and sing the national anthem with us at 9 o'clock.
Does anybody know what the hell happened to the Patriots? Lately, this nation is so ashamed and hating itself. Did everyone forget that people died to pay for this? Ungratefulness, United States gives everything they use us to help. I just want to celebrate Thanksgiving with my family. I don't need your help to understand it was a tragedy. Can I just be thankful for my country eating happily without you trying to kill me for the genocide and casualties? I can't help it, I just seem to see the world different. It ain't black or white, it's conflict designed by the system. I don't need your pronouns, all I see is men and women. Kids are taking pills for fun while people can't afford prescriptions. If you don't like it, go ahead, then don't come at home. We don't need no violence, got no time for all you radicals. We're the status quo, we're the animals. I'm only over for the anthem, cause the flag is what I'm standing for. In America,
Hi, Jackie. Hi, Cleo. Freedom, respect our flag. You can fight and find you and you pack your bags.
You can hate the government and still love the country.
23 tonight. Wow, that's cold. When it starts getting down in the 20s now, that might be a livable, but it'll probably actually be really nice and comfortable tonight. I don't know what the temperature is going to be here tonight. Let's look. Let's look how cold it's going to be. According to this, it's 55. It's only it's 55 now. Oh, it's getting down to 45 tonight. That's not bad at all. I can deal with 45. Stripes up and you and will help Inside your bag.
America.
Wonder what happened with Stormy's gift we got him. Should have got it by now. He should have got it today. Let's see. We're gonna check that out.
Hello.
Hey there, guys. Welcome to another fun-filled evening, both at Freedom Corner and in here in the opposite of Freedom, which is jail. How are you guys?
Delivered
Well,
today.
Nicole's really cold.
I'm really cold.
And David's a little chilly too. He did admit to being a bit chilly.
Yes.
So,
Thank you, Pamela
Storm
K.
feels great, but the rest of us are a bit chilled. Lily's Lily's running in place and has been for an hour, so I'm just kidding.
Okay. Well, running in place is good, but what really helps
Thank you
is
for that
if you
super
do
chat.
yoga planks. Yoga planks, you do them for 60 minutes on, 60 seconds on, 60 seconds off, 60
I was
seconds
like,
on.
you're trying to
That,
kill
believe it
us.
or not, works great.
I mean, I'm
What?
sure it does.
Wait, hold on. 3 minutes! All right, go ahead.
Pass it back.
All right.
Good.
Good.
Oh, you were talking about planking for 60 minutes at a time? And I wish I could do 6 seconds of planking. Just kidding, I could do 6 seconds, but I don't think I could do 60. I'd probably scream and cry.
No, there's a joke in 60 minutes. But, no, they, believe it or not, they do get a blood flowing. Back in the day when I used to do a lot of rafting, yeah, you could run in place and that, but actually doing some yoga poses when you're freezing repetitively actually works. And then, of course, you guys out there, you know, layers, fleeces, and polypropylene underneath with a waterproof or windproof shell on the outside. But, I'm from Colorado, so we always bring lots of layers no matter where you go, because it'll snow and be 90 the same day. I've seen it.
Yes, that is absolutely true. It was 80 degrees earlier, so and
And
now we're freezing.
Wear some pants.
Oh yeah,
And
Storm
what?
put on pants for the first time since April, so we've got that going for us.
I'm sorry, say that one more time.
Stormtrooper put on pants for the first time since April. Long pants, I mean.
You don't need to know, Jeff. It's okay.
Never mind.
I wish I could hear you. I can't hear anything.
He said, ay.
I don't think he actually heard anything, so it's okay. You don't need to know. Some things are better left unknown. It adds mystery to this relationship we've got going here.
Yeah, see, that stuff I hear. All right, we got the clock here on my digital tablet is 8:59. So let me give the 1 minute warning, and then we will proceed with the evening's activities. So buckle up, Buttercup. Here we go. 1 minute. 1 minute.
Pass it back.
Getting there. Hold on. Yesterday I felt good, so we'll do better today, really. All right, take a hit now.
Everybody ready?
La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la.
La 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 la.
Ready, 3, 2, 1, go.
So proudly we hail at the twilight's Rumba!
Hold it.
We could do this for another 10 minutes.
And you get warm.
Why not?
Why not?
You get warm.
All right, so what do you have for news for us?
All right, hold on. Let me get my pen in case it's juicy. Hold on.
David, you better.
All right, please go ahead.
Oh, I thought you were at something first. Oh, Nicole's got some. Hold on.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so let's see. Did you hear Netanyahu's speech today?
No, we did not.
Okay, so basically it's World War III, but that's okay because Netanyahu's going to stand strong. He says there will be no ceasefire. One of the reporters asked him if he thought that he would resign because some of his countrymen felt like he failed them. And he said, I absolutely will not resign. I will resign Hamas to the dustbin of history. And he said, yes, and he said that it was his duty to stay and finish the job.
He's doubling down.
Okay. Good report there, Miss Reporter. Thank you very much for that detailed report. Seriously, that was very well done and very thorough. So thank you, seriously, because a lot of times we hear, oh, Netanyahu said something. Yes, but what did he say? So that was very, very good. Thank you.
Well, you're welcome. No, he was very firm on that. He said anyone that doesn't stand with Israel stands with Hamas. And so he was very strong. I felt like when he spoke, he was very determined and straightforward. Trump had his case in Colorado today. It began about disqualifying him from being on the ballot. Officer Hodges from the Capitol Police, he testified today. He testified believing that Trump continued to incite the crowd and that he did not deploy the necessary protection for them that day. And another person that testified, Swalwell, he testified in saying that when he was jogging that morning, he saw someone in fatigues and he knew the whole day was going to be off. And, Colorado is going to be the first state that really takes this to task. But the fear is that many other states will follow this. And there's a lot of speculation out there about how this is going to go. You know who Coy Griffin is?
Coy Griffin, Perkins Cooley Law Firm?
Yeah, he was that Cowboys for Trump guy. I'm not a big fan of his, but the thing I want to get at...
Different thing, go ahead.
Yeah, what I want to get at is that he, held office in New Mexico. And I believe not this September, but last September, he was removed from office for this Section 3 of the 14th Amendment, stating that anyone that is involved in an insurrection and or a rebellion cannot hold office, which that came about because of the Civil War. And so when they were able to remove Cooey from his elected position within the state of New Mexico, that set a precedent for them to try to remove Trump from the ballots moving forward for 2024. So it's really important to watch what's going on in Colorado.
I'm a Coloradian, so I'm obviously trying to get any intel I can. And once again, thank you very much. Our intel here is limited. Okay, you got anything else? Any other good stuff?
So I've been looking at this open.inc that you've been wanting me to look at, and there's actually some pretty good information on there. There's stuff about J6, there's stuff about the election machines that they're, so they've got this thing called the brain that has been actually tracking the election machine stuff since it
Hold on,
started.
you're breaking up. Back up, please. I want to hear this. Just talk a little slower and move away from the mic. Sometimes it gets overloaded. Can you try again?
Can you hear me now?
Yep.
Alright, so the brain has actually been tracking these machines since their inception all the way up until present day, and all this information is going to be made public soon. So,
Okay, back up. You said somebody was tracking this. Who was tracking this?
no, this it's so Conic. Okay, I'm going to start at the beginning. Special collection. Conic is actually working together to expose. It goes to the CCP. I'll have to send you all this information. But basically, this brain program has actually been tracking all the election machine data and is going to be making all that information public.
Okay,
soon.
do we know when?
It just says soon.
Okay, wonderful.
And there's also stuff about Donald Trump's uncle, John Trump.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
so there's stuff on there about that. There's stuff about J6, and there's a lot of stuff about Georgia. And so far, that's all they've got. But I think they're building it, and it's just getting started. So I think it's going to be a great resource for a lot of information.
Okay. And that source is open, OPEN.INK, correct?
Yes. Yep. You got it.
Okay. And how long did it take for them to come back around with the confirmation email and stuff? This last I knew we were having some challenges.
I had to use a different email, and it worked fine. So I don't know if they just didn't like my email or what. But
Yeah, I tried to sign up with my Proton Mail today. Oh, because it's encrypted. Oh, okay. So
What'd she say?
I used my Gmail, and it worked fine. My Microsoft email did not work.
So, Jeff, I tried to sign up with my Proton email account, and it wouldn't let me, and now I realize that it's because it's encrypted. So tomorrow I'll go in and sign up with my Gmail account. And I believe it's Catherine and Greg who are running this from True the Vote. So, yep, that's who's running this website.
Say what for that?
Sorry, what?
That's who's running the website.
Say that one more time.
Oh, it's Catherine and Greg. They were both very instrumental in Arizona, revealing all of the election fraud. And they're the ones They're the ones. That's right. They're the ones that are running the website.
Okay. Yeah, they're the True the Vote guys. I got tons of notes on them from like a year and a half, 2 years ago. Okay. Let's open it .inc. So, anybody that wants to, educate yourself, hop on open. That's OPEN.
You have 1 minute remaining.
And one more minute. The only other thing I want to throw out there is I've had some people give me some information about that movie, that film called Police State. You can check it out at policestatefilm.net. I don't know if you guys have seen that. You said you might check it out over the weekend or not. I don't know if you get a chance to, but we'll have to talk about that tomorrow.
Yeah, it's a real good movie. Yeah, put together.
Okay. All right, how about we talk about that tomorrow? So, all right, guys, hate to be in a rush, but the digital voice has spoken. So, thank you for all you do. God bless you guys, and God bless America.
God bless you guys.
Hey guys. God bless. Love you guys. Thank you.
Good night.
All right.
I was like, what's going on here?
Oh, wait.
Tomorrow is Halloween, and we are having a special appearance by Laurel and Hardy, and that is going to be so. You don't know who Laurel and Hardy is? Okay, it's American culture there. Anyway, Greg and Sharon, who are great patriots, they're going to come out dressed as Laurel and Hardy. At 8 p.m. they will be doing a dance, and they are doing a dance from a Laurel and Hardy movie called Out West. So join us tomorrow night. Some of us may be dressed up, some of us may not.
You never know.
We're having Subway tomorrow. I'm making a cake. I don't know what I'm going to say. Never mind. My voice got stopped. It just stopped. My brain stopped. My voice stopped. So let's sing our last song. And join us tomorrow night. Even if you can't be here, join us on live stream. That's what I was going to say.
Yay! I know, right?
If tomorrow all the things were gone I'd worked for all my life, and I had to start again with just my children and my wife. I thank my lucky stars to be living here today, 'cause the flag still stands for freedom, and they can't take that away. And I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the men who died, who gave that right to me. And I gladly stand up next to you and defend her till today. 'Cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA. From the lakes of Minnesota to the hills of Tennessee, across the plains to Texas, from the sea to Shining Sea, from Detroit down to Houston and New York to LA. Well, there's pride in every American heart, and it's time we stand and say that I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the men who died, who gave that right to me. And I gladly stand up next to you and defend her still today. 'Cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA. And I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the men who died, who gave that right to me. And I gladly stand up next to you and defend her still today. 'Cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA.
Nicole will be running to the car now.
I'll get all this stuff put up. I'll have the car heated up.
It'll be perfect. Oh gosh, we're gonna be praying for you guys. Please pray for us, and of course, especially pray for Eric, Christy, and all the J6ers. I say that in jest, but I really do mean it. Eric seemed very down And he seems to have a very a down outlook lately. So, you know, he does need a lot of prayers. So he doesn't have, I don't think he has anybody. Besides us in the J6 community.
I talked to him today. He is down, yes.
And so I think that, you know, while I say things and it sounds like I'm being sarcastic or jestful, I sometimes am, because I make light of situations that make me nervous or uncomfortable. But I do mean to absolutely please pray for everyone. Pray for us. We're going to pray for you, and we'll be back tomorrow night with Laurel and Hardy and some candy and some Subway sandwiches and some more phone calls. We love you guys. Good night.
David, your homework assignment is to look up Laurel and Hardy.
Yeah, look it up. Know what we're talking about.
I you know, it's one of those things that I could really care less. I don't.
Thank you all for showing
It's
up.
just,
We'll put you away so we can take the fence down. So we'll see you tomorrow. God bless you all.
What he said, guys. Good night.
All right, let me get you guys out of the way so we can put our stuff away.
Well, the weather lies all the time, and we know this.
Well, I think it lied to all three of us, because all three of our weather apps said something different today.
It did from 4 to 6. So obviously he was lying as well.
Last call. Say you gotta go home, but you can't stay here.
Well, I've stayed here lots of times.
Depends on who you are.
I've stayed here quite a few times.
Oh, is it me that you're waiting for? I'm sorry. Is it me or
David, Dwight's talking to you.
I couldn't hear you.
Yeah, he was too busy talking smack to me. Good job. Good job. Way to work it, Nicole. No, really, way to work it.
take it up the hill.
Where are you parked tonight, Dwight? Straight forward or to the
It's
right?
Corner, right before your car.
Okay.
Right behind police car.
All right, you guys hang on there. there. What the flags are going tonight. Alright. Now stay there. There. You're right there. Alright guys, we are ready. Don't hit the cop. Don't hit the cop. Get off the flags, that's my spot. What is going on tonight, guys? We got rain, chill in the air. Don't pay any attention to that yellow light. What are you stopping for? That thing moving down the road there. Why in the world they are going so slow like that, but whatever. Guess it is what it is. And let's say, Birdie and people turn on people all the time for all this they do, unfortunately. What yellow light? Couldn't wait. Couldn't wait. I couldn't wait. It's a green light. Let's go, people. on now. Let's drive it. Okay, so they did have a car in front of them, so I'll give them a little slacking chance, I guess. Oh, I just passed them. Got about 1,000 miles left till I'm due for an oil change. 1,000 miles left. Still got a little bit of driving to do before we're due for an oil change. I tell you what, I have done more oil changes in this truck than I've ever done in any of my vehicles ever in my life. Hey, Jason. They may rear end me. Nope, not now. I'm on my way down the road. Different direction. I don't know why I've got this weird accent, but other than the cold rain, it was a good night tonight, guys. We had a good day. I got my laundry done today. Got everything reorganized in the back of the truck. Everything is nice and neat. Made room for my food, and so now I got my little kitchen supplies and all that good stuff. So, oh, come on, there, get out of the way. Don't be eating all my food while you guys are back there. I need that food. My new sleeping bag. Thank you for the sleeping bag. Appreciate you. That is a really nice warm sleeping bag, along with the heated, full body heated battery pack, whatever you want to call it. And according to the Amazon thing, Trooper's gift that we got him did get delivered today, so hopefully we'll get that to him tomorrow, because it got delivered to where it gets delivered to, but it did not get delivered to me, so we'll get that taken care of hopefully tomorrow. Wednesday, guys, Wednesday. I don't know how this is going to play out for the Vigil, but I will be taking Mickey and Tammy down to Northern Neck for a board meeting that is going to be at 4 o'clock. So we will be doing a road trip on Wednesday, leaving about 1:30ish to head down to Northern Neck for a board meeting. I don't know if I'll be doing any live streaming of any of that. If I can while we're there, I will try to. I don't know yet how that all works with board meetings and stuff, but I should be able to, I would think. I don't know. But from what I hear, it's going to be the last board meeting that they're going to have before the warden, I think the warden of the Northern Neck facility, it's like going to be his last day or last something like that. So I really don't know what that means as far as streaming, but we will be doing that. Keeping the food warm. I got you. I got you, Rain and Blood. I got you. All right, so we do got that going on. That is Wednesday. Tomorrow up the Subway that was ordered from one of the viewers. Thank you. I don't know if I'm supposed to give out any information on who ordered it or not, so I'm not going to say any names. But one of the viewers did order 3 Subway platters from Subway that I have to pick up before we head in tomorrow. Leave David at least 1 chicken and dumplings. Yeah, leave me a chicken and dumpling back there. There's plenty of chicken ramen noodles back there for you guys. There's plenty of mac and cheese and rice and all that all kinds of stuff back there for you guys to eat. There's some potato chips. I ate all the cookies last night, so you're not going to find any cookies. I ate them all. No cookies for you. If there's anybody on here that hasn't heard about the Rudy Giuliani autographed hat, and you would like a chance to win the autographed hat by Rudy Giuliani, go to the link that they're getting ready to post. I know I ate them all, Darth. I ate them. I was hungry. Chicken and dumplings. Those chicken and dumplings are good. And I had that chicken Alfredo today. Oh, it was excellent too. My goodness, those little meals that are on the wish list, they're really good. So thank you guys for that. But the Rudy Giuliani hat, you can get 1 chance to win the hat for $10, 3 chances for $25. Just go to the Give Send Go link there that they're posting and put in for your chance to win. If you haven't ordered any honey from MakeHoneyGreatAgain.com, please do so. Use promo code FREEJ6ers, FREEJ, the number 6 ERS is the promo code. Yeah, you can have some mac and cheese. There's actually some, was it the Cheetos, Flamin' Cheetos mac and cheese back there too? There's a couple of those back there if you guys like spicy. Flamin' Cheetos mac and cheese. There's plenty of broccoli and chicken and rice and cheddar and stuff like that back there. I like that stuff. There's mashed potatoes.